Welcome to Art for Film's Sake. I'm Stephen Reed, and this is Jaws by Laurent Durieux. It's a beautiful day, the beaches are open, and people are having a wonderful time. It's the busiest time of year, and all those visitors are great for the local economy. Nothing can spoil this joyous state of affairs. Except for a bloody great killer shark in the sea. Steven Spielberg's Jaws is one of the finest monster films ever put on celluloid. It's a masterpiece of suspense and thrills where one of nature's most fearsome beasts terrorizes the small coastal town of Amity. But, in truth, it's more than that. It's a clever and ruthless takedown of mankind's need to place profit above all else. And so, the master of alternative film posters has created a piece that is every bit its equal. Laurent Durieux has done it again. Because this poster does exactly the same thing as the film does. No wonder Spielberg himself bought multiple copies. Durieux exposes the ridiculous folly of profit over safety by creating a scene that blends elements of the film together with some audacious artistic license. Take the chief of police, Brody, the hero who pushes to do the right thing but is forced to keep the beaches open against his wishes. Durieux has decided to elevate him atop that lookout chair, scanning the sea through his binoculars. It highlights him as the solitary beacon of defence against not just the shark, but those putting innocent lives at risk. And if you notice, at the base of the chair, there are Brody's footsteps. You can follow them back along the sand, through the crowd, up the dunes to the jeep. That trail connects our hero to his magnificently butch 1975 Chevy Blazer as it sits there with its chest puffed out. This chief of police ain't backing down. It's another brilliant touch by Durieux that not only tells us who this character is, it creates a real sense of story. And these are not the only playful tweaks the artist has made to amplify moments from the film. There's the dog that Spielberg uses as a clever decoy to distract the audience just before poor little Alex becomes shark food. And here's the soon-to-be-eaten boy himself. I love the way he's been depicted here. That classic childlike pose, arms outstretched, full of excitement and expectation. Isn't it nice to see a happy child, their whole life ahead of them? It's a brilliant example of dark humour by Durieux. The fact that he has drawn Alex wearing his soon-to-be grieving mother's hat, which he doesn't in the film, adds an emotional punch too. There's that real sense of story again. But let's take a moment to admire those titles and credits. Designed by Laurent's brother Jack, that font and colour choice works so well here. Look at the W specifically. The way that front V part overlaps the other, just like teeth of a shark. So good. And the way those two little diagonal lines in between the three actors' names run parallel to the W is attention to detail extraordinaire. Then, if we look just to the right, creeping into shot is that foamy wave. A subtle but sinister reminder of the great white danger lurking in the sea. But the real monster in Jaws isn't the shark. The righteous negligence of those who seek to protect their own interests at any cost are the real villains of the piece. The business owners, the mayor and his cronies, they all spin the narrative to keep the beaches open. But why aren't they in this poster? That would be too obvious. And Durieux doesn't do obvious. In a masterstroke of conceptual thinking, he has constructed the composition as a piece of retro advertising. His trademark style makes it appear to be very much like one of those classic travel posters. Those sumptuous colours, the yellows and blues especially, pulling us into a magical beach holiday. This is exactly what they want people to see. Come to Amity Island, spend your money, there's nothing to fear here. And what of the great beast itself? Surely Durieux hasn't left that part out. Of course not. It's right there in front of you. A panel of a sun umbrella. A black fin hiding in plain sight. It's an idea so audacious, so blindingly obvious, that most artists would dismiss it at the drawing board. Not Durieux. Here is an artist not afraid to take risks, an artist prepared to put the lateral into the literal and bring it all to life with a fearless technical prowess. It's a poster created with pure conviction, and in turn it convinces you, the viewer, that what you're looking at is a beautiful day, the beaches are open, and the people are having a wonderful time.